A common question that we hear all the time is, how much should I pay my realtor to help me buy or sell a house? How much does it cost to hire a realtor? And what is that number? Well, there is no straight answer for that. And just like any other service that you may get quoted out there, whether it's like a contractor, a doctor's visit, or anything like that, it's really subjective and just based on what you're looking for. But in this video, I'll try to help you understand what that number should be or how to get there. Let's get started. Hey guys, my name is Its.Aneury. I'm a New York City Tri-State area real estate broker, and what that means is I service New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. And on this channel, I'm all about helping you answer those questions related to real estate. So let's dive into it. What should I pay my realtor to help me, whether it's buying or selling my house? Well, let's take a step back and see what does that really mean. When it comes to just any professional service that you're going out there for, whether it's to do some work around your house, some sort of contracting work, maybe a lawyer, maybe a doctor's visit, anything like that. There's just a lot of people out there that can do that service for you. There's thousands of doctors. There's even more contractors, and we all know there's even more realtors out there. What does that mean? Well, that in terms of pricing, it can range widely. When it comes to pricing for a realtor, whether to buy or sell your house, it comes down to this. What are you looking for? As a listing agent, when I have conversations with a prospective seller, one of the key things that we discuss is price. We go over the terms of the contract, what it means to work with us and all of that, but it always comes down to cost for some people. And that's perfectly fine. The way we go about having this conversation is that, hey guys, it's not just here's a fee and that's it. Everything's negotiable. What we talk about is, hey, what do you need out of this? I know, yes, you're selling your house, so you need that sold, but hey, what are your goals? What do you need out of this transaction? Is it money? Is it time? Is it whatever it is, right? There's always something that adds an additional layer to just the sale of the house. With that comes, what is the value that you're trying to get out of this? Be sure to speak about what is that you're trying to achieve. Are you looking for super high-end white glove service? Or frankly, do you need just a sign on the lawn and you'll take care of the rest, right? There's a lot that can be done and a lot that can be tailored. When it comes to selling a home, it's very clear. I am hiring a professional to help me sell my home. And there's costs associated with that. This individual is gonna come and market my home. They're gonna do open houses. They're gonna get clients and buyers and whoever it is, and they're gonna find somebody that is qualified to buy my home and get it sold. And yes, I have to pay them a commission for that. And what is that commission? Well, it depends on what you agreed to. What I mean by that is, let's say you were doing some sort of project in your home. Would you hire the first contractor that you see? Well, you may if you know them, but in most cases, you'll go out and you'll interview a few people, you'll get some quotes, you'll have a few conversations, and you will ultimately agree to work with somebody that you like and trust. And because you like and trust them, you'll talk to them and you'll negotiate with them on a price that makes sense. Now, what do I mean by that? Think of it this way. When you get quotes from contractors or from lawyers, or even when you're buying a car, you shop it around and you'll find that there are quotes that are much higher and others that are much lower than what you're seeing. And ultimately, it's at your discretion what you choose. Yes, there's always some back and forth or some wiggle room in between numbers. Nothing is set in stone, but I say this to make you understand that there is no set number. There is no standard, if you will. The price that an agent may quote you would most likely be completely different from the price another agent would quote you because of the value difference that they each provide. They each come to the table with a unique offering, and it's up to you to select which offering and which price best aligns with what you need. When it comes to the buy side, it's sort of the same thing, but different. The way it works is this. Where it used to be the case that a buyer would have their agent's commission paid by the seller at the time of closing, that has changed a little bit over the last couple of months. Before, it was just for granted. Hey, Mr. Seller, here's my offer. Please, I want to buy your home, and by the way, pay my agent's commission. That was just understood. It was part of the practice. Now, it's still somewhat the same, except that you have to write it out in your offer. When you engage a buyer's agent, it was common practice to just go meet a buyer's agent at an open house or somewhere else and walk through a house, and it was all good, right? It just worked that way. You can go on Zillow and hey, schedule a tour and go see it. That is no longer the case going forward. Before a buyer's agent is now legally allowed to show you a house, they have to enter into an agency agreement with you, in the same way that a seller has to enter into a listing agreement with their agent. This buyer agency agreement that you have to enter into in terms of hiring an agent to go see a house works in the way that it clarifies what that buyer agent will do for you and spells out what fees or other obligations you will owe to that agent. Now, that is where most people get scared, saying, hey, I have to pay this agent, or hey, I'm locked into this agent. Well, not all the way. Let me explain. In an agency agreement, you are agreeing to work with this agent who is going to work with you, and in doing so, you are agreeing to pay a fee for their services. However, in that same agreement, you can also stipulate that the agents, with any offer they make, require that the seller pay for their commission. For example, if I want to offer $1 million on a house, but I want to make sure that the seller pays for my agent's commission, then my agent has to go to the seller and tell them, hey, my client is offering $1 million, and by the way, they want you, Mr. Seller, to pay for my commission. And they have to put that in writing. Yes, the seller does not have to agree to it, but they also do not have to agree to your offer. And that's what the offer is, it's a negotiation. So based on what you're offering, based on what you're asking for, you negotiate the terms until you both come to mutually agreeable terms, whether that's price, commission, or be it. When it comes to buyer's agent commission and how much that should be, it's just like the sellers. It depends on the value that you're seeking, it depends on the services that you're asking for, and it depends on who do you just mesh with the most. Typically, a buyer's agent is somebody that you'll be running up and down with for weeks on end, months on end, for long hours sometimes. And frankly, you just want to be cool with that person. You want to be working with a person that gets you, that feels you, that you're comfortable with. A person that you are just happy to be around. And just like you would go out and get quotes and other incidentals from like lawyers, contractors, or whatever to pick somebody, you will likely do the same with your buyer's agent, and then you'll pick somebody, whether high in price, low in price, that just meets your qualifications, that just meets your needs, and that you get along with. When it comes to buyer or seller agents, there is no set number. Yes, you'll hear out there numbers like 6%, 2%, 3%, but guess what, guys? That's just averages, right? There's agents out there that do it for less. There's agents out there that do it for way more. It just depends on the value that they provide and the value that you are seeking. So when it comes to deciding who should I pick as a buyer or seller's agent, think about value. What is the value that I am getting out of this? What is the value that I am paying for it? Does this fee align with that value? And if so, you got your agent. And that's it, guys. If you found value in this video, or if you have any comments, questions, or any topics you want me to address in future videos, please drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time.